What is good, YouTube? You already know what it is. Gotta go get some car quick. Got some. I'll be back with you guys. What are you doing? Let's get some. I'll be right back.
I recommend GoodRx. You can frequently.
Oh, here I go. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. I'm gonna clean her quick. Y'all just watch how it's done. What is good, YouTube? You already know it's your boy Saucy, and I'm back with another video. But you already know why my boy is currently spinning on my chair right now. Because he came in looking like this, and he's about to leave dripping sauce, bro. No cap. This man is gonna be dripping sauce when he get up out my chair. But right here, we just combing his hair out, you know, nice all around. Take care of his crown too. That way when you run your clippers through his waves, with whatever guard he asks you to, it runs through them smoothly. You give him a nice even cut. Before we go any further into the video, please make sure you smash that like button, bro. Please make sure you smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the gang. You know what it is. We lit all 2020 right here. I wasn't able to get the footage when I was running the 1.5 on top. My camera wasn't recording, bro. I look back and I see my camera wasn't recording. I'm like, bro, I literally just missed this whole step. Right here, I'm just basically just doing it again. As you can see, I'm not touching his crown. I'm leaving his crown because we're gonna go a guard higher on his crown because his crown is not fully in, so we're kind of going. It's like it's lighter, so we're going with a guard higher on his crown. Right now I'm basically just doing the same steps because I wasn't able to get the first step. So this is a 1.5 all over. So right here on the side, since he's getting a mid fade, like it's like a mid low fade, or it's like a mid drop fade. So he's getting like a mid drop fade, I think. My bad, I recorded this like a month ago. We're going with a 1 and we close the lever. Now we're closing the lever and we're going all around so we can lay the hair down nice and neatly, so that way we don't have to take an extra guard and go up. So we just get that out the way. So right now this is when we're taking care of his crown. We're going with a 2 with the grain. Just make sure you go around it. Don't cut against the grain on his crown because he will cut more than what you have to. Just take your time. You know, brush it a couple times if you have to, so you can see the hair. Go over it to make sure it's even. So right now I'm just getting a quick brush session in. I want to lay his waves down as much as I can. You know, just doing it quick and fast. You don't want to get a whole wave like brush session in, because that would mess up your time and your schedule. But right here I'm just going all around. I think this is a hard brush. Going all around. Right here I'm setting my bald line nice and neat. You don't want to go up too high because you're going to pick up the fade. You want to keep both the sides even. Like, I'm talking about the bald line. They have to be the same on both sides. One can't be higher than the other. Right here. As you can see, I'm brushing his hair down. That way I can see what I'm cutting. But yeah, just take your time. So over here on this side, we're taking the same steps as the other side. Make sure you keep it nice and neat. It's like a little, you also want to do like a little slight drop towards the back. As you can see, I'm doing like a little slight drop towards the back. I don't want to pick it up too high. So right here, we're about to set in our second guideline, which is our lever open. We're going up about 1/2 inch. We're not doing a 4 inch this time. As you can see, he has very little space to fade in. So we're kind of keeping a little tight blend. No, not too tight, but it's sort of a tight blend, you could say. But I'm going up about 1/2 inch. You know, you want to make sure it's neat all around. So right here I'm switching to my zero gap clippers because these will knock out that bottom line like nothing. So I don't have to worry about coming over them with my trimmers to knock out that line or to hit it again. So these will completely knock it out. So I want to go right to the line. As you can see, I'm going right just a tiny bit over the line. I'm gonna keep doing that same step. So I'm gonna open them a little more, as you can see, and then go right to the line until I reach my lever open, which is gonna be the end of the guideline. So I don't have to worry about, basically that's gonna be faded already. Now I only have to worry about blending the top in. You're starting your fade right now. So you just open it a little more and you go like right over the line. You don't want to go up too high. Just keep opening the lever little by little. Take your time. You can work your way through. Don't rush nothing. Right here I fully open them. This is what I'm talking about. So when I do this last step, the lever is already fully open. So right now I'm going like right to where I started my second guideline. When I first put in my guideline, that's what I'm going to right now. Just make sure it's nice and clean. So right over here on the other side, I'm gonna do the same steps. You just fast forward this side because I already showed you guys how to do it on the other side. Because you could do like half of the haircut and then do the other half, or you could do like all around. So right here I'm just doing all around at the same time, that way I finish the whole fade. So right now I'm just taking the same steps, just taking my time, going just a little over the line. As you can see, he has dents on his head, so you're gonna have to work with his dents. You see the back is slightly dropped because you kind of want to keep that dark. You see that light spot in the back, you're gonna take care of all that good stuff. So right now just take your time with it, don't rush nothing. So right here we're going with a number 2. We're going up about 1.5 inches. We're brushing down as we cut. Make sure the hair is nice and laid. Guideline, which is our 2 close. We went up about 1.5 inches, so right now we're just going over that one. Let's say we're gonna go up like to 2 inches, so we're going right over it just so the waves can, fall into place better, and the fade, the transition just looks way better. Under that your last guideline, your 2 close, we're going right under that, just cleaning up just a little more bulk. But right now we're kind of shaping our fade, so everything under that is gonna everything under now is where we're working with to create that blurry fade. With my number 1 guard open, I'm going right under that 1.5 guard. I'm basically just right now I'm just preparing the fade to start. Like I said, to start that blurry fade in the back. I'm cleaning up. As you can see, he has a dent in the back. I'm going in every direction, make sure I get every strand of hair. I'm gonna take your time. With dents like those in the back, you want to hit it a couple times. Same thing on this side, doing same steps as the other side. Now we're about to close the lever. To soften that middle line right there. You want to soften that line little by little. We're gonna start off with our number 1 guard close. We're going right above it. We're going like 1/2 inch above it. Just to start, you just want to start to soften that line up. That way you could come. As you can see, I'm flicking out as I'm going up. And you're just preparing it so when you come with your 0 guard, you can completely knock it down. Right here I'm going to soften that line a little more with my 0 guard open, so when I close it, it completely knocks it down. And if I still kind of see a line or anything, I'll do detail work with my lever open, because my lever open is right under that 0 guard. So I can't do detail work under that with my number 1 guard. I don't know if you guys understand, but you're basically just fading downwards. As you can see, going from my 1 to my 0 guard to my lever until I get to my lever closed. So right now I'm doing my 0 guard open. I'm going to close it, and if I see it doesn't take out the line, I close it right there. And if I see it doesn't take out the line, you guys are gonna see on this side, it's not gonna take out that line. So I'm gonna start playing with my lever, because that's what's under the 0 guard. So I'm not gonna try to knock that bottom line with a 1. You guys understand? Because that's not under the 0 guard. So you're just fading downwards. So as you can see, I'm using the corners, but I'm not seeing that as, is getting rid of the line. So I just keep on fading the rest, and don't panic. When it doesn't take out the line, just don't panic. Just finish. This is when you get lost. For beginners, this is when you get lost. When you panic and then now you forget about your other steps. Just keep doing your thing, and remember, you're going to come back to that 1 line right there that you still see. As you can see right now, I'm doing detail work with my lever open. I didn't fully close it right off the bat because you want to go big before you start. You don't fully want to close your lever and then you took out too much. So basically I'm just going with my lever open because I know that's not going to take off too much right off the bat. As you can see, I'm using the corners on that line, and if I feel like I need to close it a little more, I will close it if I see it doesn't knock out that line just a little bit. As you can see, with the corners, pull the ear down. Make sure you brush your hair down. Just take your time with it. This is also a trick to lay your hair down on the sides. You could use this up to like wherever you use your number 1 guard. You could run it through there. Just don't go any higher than that to lay your hair down. So right here I'm just playing with my lever and hitting those, like I said, detail work. Those lines I see in the bottom. I'm just playing with my lever, trying to get those lines out. Right here I'm just balding the sides out so I can start using my shavers. Make sure it's nice and neat. That way when you run your shavers through it, it runs smoothly. Same thing on this side. Right here I'm just touching it up. Little lines I see. And it's never bad to come back to your work, double check, and hit it a couple times if you feel like you have to. Here for the front, I'm just preparing my hair. I'm brushing it down to start lining it up. As you can see, I'm just just tap and go. Make sure you brush it down a couple times, because that one, just brushing it down once is not gonna do the work for you. As you can see, I'm trying to keep it as natural as possible. So I'm brushing the hair down, just tapping. You don't have to apply that much pressure. If you have some trimmers that are hidden, you don't really have to apply that much pressure. Just tap and go. Take your time with it though. Here, brush. Just keep brushing. For the sides, you want to brush towards like the middle of his forehead so those hairs on the side stick out and you can line them up. I think I have a better visual over here on this side to show you guys what I'm talking about. As you can see, I'm taking my time. Right there, I'm brushing the hair towards his forehead. I could just tap and get those hair. Because if you brush those hairs down, they will. If he showers or anything, those would tend to like stick out. So you just want to get that out the way so that when he showers or anything, that doesn't happen. So right here, I'm just freehanding the top, those frizzes that are sticking out. Make sure you do this to any waver. This is mandatory. It'll just change the whole look of the cut, the waves, everything will just stand out. Clients notice this will actually like isolate you from the rest of the barber if you freehand take those extra steps. So right here I'm also hitting the crown. This is actually greased. Adding a light layer of grease on his hair. Getting a little brush session in. And I'm gonna throw on a do-rag just to compress his waves. You know, to finish out the cut strong. Right here I'm using a blow dryer to apply heat to it. I'm adding enhancements before I use the blade. That way I don't have to come back after with the blade and hit it again. I just get that out the way. So I add enhancements and I follow with it. Like I follow right after that with the blade. Or if not, I would add the white pen right there. Or add the white pen before I even use the that's a magic barber pencil. So I would add that. It just enhances the whole cut. It makes it look sharper. And I use that, and then I use the razor so I can get that white ash. When using the straight razor, make sure you pull away and glide your straight razor to the skin. You don't have to press hard on it, just simply glide it. Right here I'm using the shears. I've seen some other hairs sticking out. You know, you want to take those extra steps. Right here, the client told me last minute that he wanted a part, so I couldn't get that footage in, but he ended up getting a part. So YouTube, this is the video. Run it up, smash that like button if you like the haircut. If you have any other suggestions or haircut tutorials you guys want me to do, make sure you drop it down in the comment section down below, and subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe if you're new. It's your boy Saucy and I'm out. You dig?